have sitting with me what I may say a influencer, a young black man, an entrepreneur, a public figure, and a face of the community all at the same time. Or we may just, say like a future young mogul. Let's just speak it into existence. So with me, I have sitting as today's guest, Mr. AJ Dewberry. What's good, bro?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey, I can't even complain at all. I can't complain at all. Even if I wanted to, I could not complain at all. So let's kick everything off by letting the listeners know where you from and like what drove you to become a man of self-business.
All right. Like you said, y'all, my name is AJ Dewberry. I am from Griffin, Georgia. I got into business because mainly my family's into business. I have my father who's in sales. My aunt got a few income tax storefronts. My uncle got a few insurance storefronts. Another uncle do photography. Another cousin got a shirt press business. So it was only right that I stepped into the entrepreneurial spirit. So yeah, came to Atlanta and figured it out. Then from there, I just started doing other stuff.
Okay. So being a man of learning from all these different business hustles, what hustle stuck with you to help you become who you are today?
Cell phone repair. Started fixing iPhones in Atlanta and in Griffin. And I opened up a store in Griffin after about 4 months of me just picking up my first screwdriver. From there, of course, I was in Atlanta the whole time because I lived there, so I was mobile in Atlanta. People going to everybody's house at nighttime, fixing everybody's phone. That's how I got into the industry too, because I was fixing a lot of people in the industry's phones, actors, actresses, rappers, singers, some of everybody.
So I heard that you struck gold with that. So can you tell our listeners how did you elevate that to that level?
It just took a lot of hard work, for real hard work, doing stuff different. Because being different, you gotta set yourself apart from your competitors so people can really come to you. So I did that. I had a total of about 5 stores in my career. Right now I have 2 successful stores and I just put in a lease for another one today.
See, look at that, man. Look at that. So what kept you on that path of entrepreneurial success when there was other things out there? Because I was raised in a small town, and when it's a small town, jobs are not really, and you look at the street dudes and you look at your environment and you like, everybody around got their hustle, or they get their quick money, and sometimes that quick money ain't that good money. So what kept you balanced and what kept you in position in becoming who you are now and just staying like growing away from that and being more of an influence to those to come?
Growing up, that's how my dad was. I used to always see him probably go to prison, get out of prison, be out 5 years or go back. But lately, he been out now over 12 years. But seeing that as I was growing up, it made me not want to do it at all. And then I would end up having an uncle who was an influence to me. He ended up passing away. One summer as kids, he had all of us who stayed at his house start doing a small business. So my business was like, I was making some necklaces and I was selling them in the neighborhood. Dope. So it's just simple stuff like that I did as a kid, and watching my dad go through what he went through when I was a kid that I didn't like because he was away, made me not want to go, in far as in that path.
Dope.
So it made me, want to become a businessman, entrepreneurship, stuff like that. And now, my dad, he's out, he's on the right path, and he's also an entrepreneur. So everything works in favor.
So how often do you go back to Griffin, and what things do you do in the community now based upon where you grew from and what you've learned over the years and who you are now? How do you demonstrate giving back to your community when you go back?
It's funny, I actually was in Griffin yesterday. I had stopped by one of my employees' house, hung out with them, then one of my friends from high school came by. So it's fun how stuff works sometimes. But the past 5 years, I've been giving out scholarships in Griffin at both high schools. It's called the Level 10 Scholarship of Excellence. That was my first philanthropic thing that I did. From there, I went on to doing food drives. This year, I have my 5th upcoming food drive. It's on December 19th. It will be at 212 Pryor Street, Atlanta, Georgia, at Level 10 Repairs, Atlanta location. We have the whole street blocked off, so we're gonna use all the space we can. We're gonna feed over 1,000 people like we do each and every year. We're gonna have plenty of clothing donations, shoes donations, and try to change the world, man, and put impact like that.
Dope. So, tell us about this turkey drive, since we're in the month of Thanksgiving and everything. You know what I'm saying? And everybody loves some good turkey.
Yeah, right.
You know, so like, tell the listeners about the turkey drive that y'all have. You know, orchestrate, y'all established and everything.
We got 2 turkey drives this month.
Dope. Okay. Talk to us.
3 events coming up, man. We're taking donations. To donate, simply text GIVE to 404-563-8459. And, you know, you'll get a link and you can donate. But we have a turkey drive with Jakari and Mo Vicky. It's going to be at the West End Mall on November 24th. Right now, we're raising plenty of donations, trying to raise as much as we can. We're going to do Thanksgiving packages. Plan to do 100 Thanksgiving packages. So 1 per car, per family. Besides that, we also have another one on Washington Road, at Washington Road Pharmacy with rapper from QC, Collision. That's going to be on November the 21st. Both events are from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So like I said, please come out, support, donate, because we still raising money, we still get stuff together. And come on, let's make impact, y'all.
Dope. So how many different labels and music, you know what I'm saying, related establishments have you collaborated with and linked with through your entrepreneur journey?
We do stuff with YSL. In the past, I've done like character development, as far as like artists who may be going through stuff with court, or, you know, just need to show good faith. I help put together events. I mainly try to go back to their communities, you know, so they can actually be hands-on and see their actual friends and their actual peers they grew up with, so they can help feed their families. Because I feel like that touch bases a little more when it comes to people like that, because, you know, they're very authentic. So I try to keep a lot of stuff original when it comes to that.
Dope. So what type of advice would you give a young man, either coming out of the west side of Atlanta, the east side of Atlanta, or Griffin, you know what I'm saying, or Monroe? Like, what type of advice would you give a young man coming out of the struggle, that he may be down at this time because he's allowing his surrounding to limit his dream or his imagination to get there? What type of advice would you give that person or that young man on how to rise above and how to rise beyond?
The main advice I'll give is, what you're around now is not going to be what you're around in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Wherever you plan your life to be at whatever age, you can make that happen for you. All you got to do is set goals. Don't get distracted by things around you, because it's easy for us to get distracted. If you say you want to be somewhere by the time you're 21, make that happen. If you say you want to be somewhere by the time you're 25, make that happen. And if you follow those steps, you can change your life. I go by a rule. It's called the 21-90 rule. It takes 21 days to pick up a habit or break a habit, and it takes 90 days to change your lifestyle. So if you want to change your lifestyle, because you got to change yours before you can change the other lifestyles around you, that's what you got to do.
So since you're dropping all these jewels and everything, let's talk about this ebook.
Oh yeah.
Can you give our listeners you know what I'm saying, like more, you know what I'm saying, like more words of inspiration upon like what brought it about, like what drove you to create, you know, everything you do and put it in writing? You know what I'm saying? Like what brought that about? What brought it about?
It's crazy how things work, man. As far as the vending machine ebook, I ended up just doing webinars because I had made $7,000 in 2 months for one vending machine. And then literally 2 weeks after I'm doing the webinars, my video of me taking the money out of my vending machine goes viral on TikTok. And I'm getting 2 million views in 2 days. So then I'm like, yeah, I need to convert this to income. So I immediately kept doing webinars, of course. It actually built up my webinars. 11 of the 14 of the webinars I did sold out. So, you know, with that, I was just, of course, collecting everybody's information I could while I was preparing the ebook. So, midst of me doing all that, I also ended up recording a webinar to sell as well. So last week, I released my ebook. The paper copy is now available as well on Amazon. And yesterday, I released the webinar on sale for $1.
That's smart.
So instead of, you know, I was doing $10 for a live webinar, now it's a pre-recorded webinar. You simply, you can go to the Instagram, which is at Level 10 University. Click the link in the bio, and there you'll have options to where you can purchase the $1 webinar, purchase the paper ebook, or the paperback book or the ebook, whichever you prefer.
So, and outside of all these businesses that you got going on and up and running, what can we expect like going into 2021? What is AJ creating going into the new year?
I got a big plan. It's something I ain't never seen anybody do before, so I can't even say it. But just know, it definitely deals with my nonprofit.
Okay.
Like that's becoming really my main focus out of everything I'm doing. Like out of the repair business, out of the I also have a label too. I manage arts, jewelry.
Okay.
So outside of that, outside of the Level 10 University, what I'm doing as far as the entrepreneurship classes and stuff, yeah, mainly focusing on my nonprofit, trying to really make an impact for real.
Dope. So where can our listeners find you on social media, as well as where can they get in contact with you at? Just in case you may have some listeners that really want to contribute and just be of some service and some help. So how can they get in contact with AJ?
You can get in contact with me through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at AJ_Dewberry. That's AJ_DEWBERRY. You can find my business pages. If you need your phone fixed, iPad fixed, we sell phones, cases, and all that, at Level 10 Repairs. That's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter as well. Or Level 10 University, that's at Level 10 University. If you want to learn about entrepreneurship, you know, get my ebook, get some vending machines, you know, all that good stuff. And if you'd like to donate to the nonprofit, that's at Level 10 and Friends. So as you can see, most of my stuff is all under the same umbrella, which is Level 10. So if you can't find something, just type in Level 10 and one or the other should pop up.
Well, I'm glad you came in and actually you dropped some jewels out to some other young, some young black men in the entrepreneurial environment and stuff like that, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. And I'm looking forward to seeing, and I'm gonna keep an eye on what you trying to, keep the curtain closed on. I'm gonna be looking. Yeah. I'm looking at you to see, hey, what it is. But bro, hey, this is a second or fourth or third home for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on the lookout for you, man, and just feel free to come in and just keep us updated with everything that you got going and what the listeners need to be knowing and engaging with pertaining to you and your businesses.
All right. Before we go off, I do want to mention, currently we're opening a Level 10 Repairs location in Jonesboro on Tar Boulevard and intersection of Highway 138. So be on the lookout. If you need your phone fixed, it's Jonesboro, we are on the way.
So y'all hear everybody that's in the South Georgia area, the South Atlanta, the Metro Atlanta area around Jonesboro and Monroe. He just gave y'all the address, so if y'all need y'all phone fixed for reasonable prices, you know what I'm saying, y'all go and y'all shout out, y'all go and y'all say, hey, we heard you on New Music Sunday Review, and we coming by and we finna get our phone straight. And on that note right there, man, we finna go to a music break, man. It's your boy, Mr. CSA2 Gazy, and you are now listening to the New Music Sunday Review. So go ahead and turn your radios up. Let's get it.